welcome to Growing Up Female, Raising a Confident Daughter. This is the first of a three-part video series for parents, focused primarily at parents who are raising a girl through the preteen and the teen years. Hi, I'm Amy Sluss. I'm a registered nurse. I've been teaching Growing Up Female events to mothers and daughters for over 18 years. This started as a one-time request. When my daughter was 10 years old, her Girl Scout leader asked me to do an event for the girls to help them understand how their bodies were changing. Mothers were having trouble talking to their daughters about this sensitive issue. We invited the mothers to come. One thing led to another. We had a great event. Other groups heard about the event, asked me to do it for them, and the events lived on, grew, and now I teach a level for three different levels of this Growing Up Female event because mothers have insisted that I continue. So here I am. Today I want to focus on what we can do to raise our preteen and our teen daughters to help them keep their self-confidence. I believe raising a daughter is one of the most beautiful things that parents get to do. It's wonderful. It's also challenging. On this slide, you see a picture of my husband, my daughter, and I when we were at an event together. She's a young adult now. Girls give us so much to celebrate. They come into the world with unique perspectives, their own personality. They tend to have a lot of energy. Girls come to us very often with an open-heartedness, which is just so beautiful and delightful. And most girls have no trouble expressing their awe and delight at how the world works and how fun it is to be a girl, how fun it is to be alive. Unfortunately, something changes in the preteen and the teen years, and it becomes much more challenging. There's a lot going on for girls in these years. Somewhere between the ages of 9 and 14, girls lose a significant amount of their self-confidence. This is a time when a girl's body is changing. At the same time, she's bombarded with images and messages about her body and her role as a girl in this world. By the time girls reach young adulthood, unfortunately, over 90% of them report serious problems with body image. It's of note that our girls in the teen years suffer high rates of depression, countless physical health issues that are related to the stress of being a girl, and confusion that a girl can feel about who she's supposed to be. This phenomenon starts off so slowly and silently that most of the time we don't even see it at the beginning. But almost all girls by age 10 have some confusion and embarrassment about their bodies and how their bodies function, and thus who they are. I know that because I teach these girls about their bodies. When they arrive at my Level 1 Growing Up Female event, they cast their eyes down because they know we're going to talk about bodies. But by the end of the event, we've turned that around and girls smile and bounce through the room with new confidence. That is how we can gift girls together. We have an opportunity to show them a better way. We have an opportunity to show girls that their bodies are normal and wonderful, and we get to show them the wonder of being a girl with a female body. It's a slow process. If we don't do anything, most girls will become very uncertain and may even take on feelings of shame about their body. It's nothing new. It's been going on for generations. It was going on in my generation, my daughter's generation, and still today. It's my story. It's part of my daughter's story. And other mothers tell me, Amy, we talked about it. I told her all of those things, but I can't get her to talk to me about any of it. Well, the same thing happened to me when I was a young girl. My parents talked to me one time about a sensitive body issue. I was about 10. When they started talking, I found this very interesting crack in the floor that I stared at the whole time. Then they asked me if I had any questions, and I said, no, I have no questions. The conversation was over. Fast forward to when my daughter was 10 years old. I started to talk to her about the changes her body was going through. She stared at her shoes. When I asked her if she had any questions, she said, no, Mom, I don't have any questions. Other mothers were telling me similar stories. We can build a girl up. We can help her feel good about who she is. We can help her understand her body changes. We can give her confidence. It's important. We're learning how to support a girl in this age group, and we can do it. Unfortunately, everywhere she looks, there are images of idealized female bodies. Young girls don't know what to do with those messages. They don't know what they're about, but they see them everywhere they go. In the grocery store checkout line, on TV, in magazines, and most notably, in the female entertainers that they're so drawn to. Body image is a big issue for girls in the preteen and teen years. Their bodies are changing, and few girls are comfortable with the changes they see. Most of our girls learn to keep that discomfort to themselves. They can easily take on a sense of shame that their body's changing, she's developing breasts, hips, and ultimately she starts having monthly periods. It is all out of their control. Most adults don't know what to say to help. If your daughter is struggling, it's not your fault. The negative messages are all over the place. Many mothers don't know what to say or do. Even mothers who do know what to say find their daughter is reluctant to talk. That's where this program comes in. Instead of worrying and feeling anxious about these issues, you can use your energy to address your daughter's sense of self with specific actions that have been proven and honed over the 18 years that I've been working on this issue with mothers and daughters. I can help you give your daughter skills that will boost her confidence. We can connect her to strong adult women, and we can teach and model a way to appreciate her female body. Those are the three primary things that I've learned over the past 18 years that girls need. Boost in self-confidence, connection to strong adult women, and a bolstered body image. If we stay silent, we lose our opportunity to present a different reality and a different outcome for our girls. And I know that none of you want your daughters to lose self-confidence or to take on a negative view of herself. I've dealt with this issue personally as a mother to 2 daughters and as the founder of Fabulous to be Female. I've taught growing up female events to thousands of girls and women. I know you want your daughter to feel strong and good about herself. I want that for her too. This is a complex issue: confidence, connection to good role models, and acquiring a positive body image. I had my own struggles when I was growing up. I remember when I was a teenager and a young adult, I thought I was fat. I was certain that I was fat. I look back now and I realize I weighed 115 pounds. I'm 5 feet 5 inches tall. That gave me at that time a BMI of 19. If you look at the charts, if I had weighed any less, I would have been considered underweight. So I know from firsthand experience and from also walking other girls through this, that if we stay silent, those things will persist and that skewed image of themselves will persist. With a negative self-image, a girl's likely to struggle with mood. She's likely to work under her potential. She's going to struggle with relationships. She may have physical health issues. She will have trouble looking into her future and planning. She may make poor choices in dating. And in time, she's likely to grow to hate herself. And some of these girls go forward with self-harm. Why have we not solved this problem yet? It is not a new problem. Well, there are many reasons. One is that we really live very busy lives, and many of us don't give this issue the time and attention it needs. It's not our fault. It hasn't been brought to our attention. Many of us don't know what to do. In addition, this issue is a big one. You may feel powerless. And finally, we as women have relied on other organizations to pass on the lesson, and it just hasn't worked out for us. It hasn't worked out for our girls. We can create a positive environment together, but we have to work together. The women of the world care about girls. We care about the future for our daughters. If we work together, we can create a new reality for her. We are the culture. I want your daughter to take her carefree nature of childhood. I want that to carry through joyfully through her teen years so that she can emerge as a young adult, being confident and feeling good about who she is. I want your daughter to be able to go from the boardroom to the beach confidently, no matter what she's wearing, no matter who she's with. Again, in our Growing Up Female series, this video series, and in my events, we will talk here about boosting confidence and self-understanding, connecting girls to female role models, and directly addressing body image issues. This first video, for the rest of the time, we're going to focus on 3 steps to build confidence in a girl. And they are 3 E's: educate, empower, and embrace. To educate a girl, we need to teach her about the world. To empower her, we need to give her hands-on experiences so she can try things, make mistakes, figure it out, try it again. And we need to help girls embrace who they are. We want girls to feel good about, I want your daughter to feel good about who she is. Let's start with educate. This goes beyond the school classroom. Schools teach our girls many, many important lessons. We have to teach them more lessons. We need to teach girls about the world. They need to know how power works in the world, how to manage money and what it does. We need to teach girls about the various cultures in the world. We need to teach girls to apply morality to real life. Teach your daughter how to get things done, how to start a project, how to ask for help, how to get more information, how to use resources, how to complete things that she cares about, and finally, how to manage her time. Teach your daughter the value of her body. Teach her how valuable it is to have a healthy outlook on life, a healthy mindset, and an active and healthy spirit life or soul life. Teach your daughter how to build high-value relationships and how to let go of relationships that no longer serve her well. Teach your daughter all you can about using the digital tools that she has access to. This is challenging for many parents because our kids are better with digital tools than we are. But anything you can do to help her learn and become proficient at using the digital tools in her environment, the better off she's going to be. Teach her about career choices and how those choices will affect her future in the short run and in the long term. Teach her about a concept that I call economic freedom. Economic freedom involves setting herself up in a career situation that will provide for her everyday economic needs and will also allow her to invest in her future so she can make choices on her own through life. This way, she has choice and she won't be forced to live someone else's dream. It should be noted that not all career paths allow for economic freedom for girls. I think we need to be honest about that. The second step in giving a girl confidence is to empower her. The best way to empower a girl is to give her lots of experiences. Let her make mistakes. Have her try it again. Give her important or valuable work. All girls should have chores at home, and ideally they're going to have chores that are meaningful to them. If they're really good with the animals, have one of your daughter's chores be to clean up the dog doo-doo in the backyard and to take the dog for a walk, to trim the cat's claws, whatever it is. If your daughter likes to work in the kitchen, have one of her major chores be cooking. Help your daughter practice persistence. If we're honest, we will admit that most of what we accomplish in life is due to persistence. Going back, trying again, not giving up. Help your daughter with relationship struggles. This is an easy one because most of us have quite a few of those relationship struggles right here at home. We can start at home. You will have disagreements. You'll need to learn how to forgive each other. Walk her through how to do that with you, with her siblings, with her other parent. Walk her through how to do that with her girlfriends. Give her ideas. Let her practice. Give your daughter an opportunity to plan a trip. Do it together. Plan a family outing and let your daughter decide where you're going to go, how much money it's going to cost, where that money's going to come from, and how are you going to get there. Give her as much hands-on experience as you can. Again, she's going to make mistakes, but that's okay. Making mistakes is one of the best ways to learn. Doing is a fabulous way to gain confidence. It may be one of the best ways. Introduce your daughter to as many people with unusual jobs as possible. Have her talk to them. Have her find out what they do. How does it work? Show your daughter the real-life economics of an independent life. What does it cost to run a household? What does cell phone coverage cost? What does it cost for her to carry a cell phone if she's carrying one? What does it cost to have internet access at the house? How much does electricity cost? This is a new one in my mind. I've come to learn that girls who play video games vigorously are more likely to go into career paths that involve science, math, and technology. It's a new finding. We've had these STEM programs for a long time, and they were originally designed to help girls stay in fields of math and technology and engineering. Some of those programs don't work very well, but what they have found seems to be a gateway for girls are that the girls who play video games vigorously are not intimidated by technology, and they are more likely to embrace it and to stick with it. They need to become immersed, and at this time, video games are the best way to do that. Take your daughter into work settings so she sees behind the scenes, and get her involved in as many hands-on things as possible. Finally, the third E, after educating and empowering, embrace her. Accept her for who she is. Help her feel good about who she is. Now, accepting her for who she is easier for some of us. It's easier with some girls than with others. Some girls are always stepping outside of the boundaries, and we have to correct them so many times that it can be difficult to accept her for who she is. She's likely a spirited girl, one who sees the world a little bit differently. Figure out, as her mom, as her parent, how to accept her for who she is. It is so important. It doesn't mean you ignore it when she steps outside of the boundaries, but you have to have her understand that you love her deeply. Point out her positive attributes. Please go beyond her looks. Focus on her intellect, her personality, her perceptive abilities, what her innate strengths are, maybe an amazing sense of humor. Point those out as often as you can. Teach your daughter about her intuition. Tell her about it. Help her listen to it. It's a really important skill for girls and women. Finally, focus on optimalism, not perfectionism. Optimalism is taking what I have right now, what I know, the time I have, and doing the best I can. It's not perfectionism. Perfectionism implies that there's always something more I can do. I can stay up all night. I can use more resources. I can learn more because my project is not good enough. Optimalism, it's good enough. I've done a job that I can do. Focus on that. Perfectionism is a trap, and it's a lifelong sentence. The formula for success. Confidence. It's built through having information, knowledge, experiences, and self-understanding. Girls need practice in this. Girls need guidance through this formula. Please walk your girls through this. She will not get most of these skills in school. She needs you. She needs your participation. You don't have to do it all. There are a lot of other people in the world who can help you. But she needs a good relationship with you. Through these preteen and teen years, you are her closest female role model. And maintaining that good relationship is our next challenge. We will talk about that in the next video. Remember, you don't have to do this alone. This is one picture from a Growing Up Female Level 2 event that I did in May. I promised this group that I would put their picture on my website or in a presentation. It's a little blurry, and so I apologize for the blurriness, but I made them the promise, and there they are with all their smiles. Girls and mothers come together in my events called Growing Up Female in the late elementary years, ages 9 and 10, middle school, and again in high school. We can do this together. In the next video series, it'll come out in a couple of days, you're going to learn more about the mother-daughter connection, how you can stay connected through the teen years, and yes, it can be challenging. I have my own challenges, and I'll share some of those with you. Any adult female can play this role, but the modeling and the connection really are critical. So stay tuned. I hope that you'll be back with me in a couple of days. In the meantime, I would really appreciate if you would do me a favor and share this video with friends, with parents of your daughter's friends, or anyone you know who's raising a daughter. That could be neighbors, relatives, scout troop members, your daughter's soccer team families, classmates, anyone who's raising a daughter. Also, please comment below your experiences, your concerns, your insights, your comments and questions. They're all valuable to me and to the other mothers who are watching. Remember, it's us working together that's going to change the world for our girls and help them become confident and strong young women who are comfortable in their bodies. So please press comment right now and let me know what you're thinking. And I really look forward to seeing you at the next video.